For the longest time, foldable phone leaks have followed the same boring pattern. A slightly tougher hinge here, a marginally brighter screen there, and somehow we're all supposed to act impressed. But this time actually feels different. Because for the first time, Samsung and Apple aren't just tweaking foldables, they're both quietly circling the same idea. And if it lands, it could finally fix what's always felt a little off about foldable phones. Instead of these tall, skinny, TV remote-looking devices, we're talking about wider foldables. Phones that look normal when they're closed. And when you open them, they don't stretch into some awkward vertical slab. They turn into something that genuinely feels like a mini tablet. And the wild part? Samsung and Apple are apparently heading to almost the exact same destination. For years, Samsung's Galaxy Fold has had that narrow outer display that technically works, but never quite feels right. You can type on it, sure, but it always feels like a compromise. Meanwhile, Apple, the company that famously waits, watches, and then swoops in, has been quietly developing a foldable iPhone with a noticeably wider front screen. And now, leaks suggest Samsung doesn't want Apple to be the one that fixes foldables first. Recent AI-based renders, built around long-leaked dimensions, give us a pretty clear picture of what both companies are aiming for. Samsung's next-gen Fold is expected to land around a 5.4-inch outer display and a 7.6-inch inner screen. Apple's Foldable is almost identical, with a slightly smaller cover screen and a very similar inner size. When opened, both are rumored to hit a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is huge. That's basically iPad territory and a massive shift away from the stretched, tall displays we've gotten used to. But even when the shapes are similar, the personalities couldn't be more different. Samsung's design leans sharp, squared off, and industrial. Folded shut, it looks precise and almost aggressive. Apple, on the other hand, is reportedly going with softer curves and rounder corners, prioritizing how it feels in your hand over how edgy it looks on a table. It's classic Samsung versus Apple. One screams premium and engineered, the other whispers comfortable and friendly. And honestly, both approaches make sense. Now, before anyone gets carried away, these aren't final products. No camera layouts, no materials, no polished finishes. This is purely about form factor and quite what these phones might feel like to actually use day to day. And that's where things start getting really interesting, because design isn't the only thing changing. Let's talk about the biggest insecurity in the entire foldable industry, the crease. That visible line down the middle has been the one thing reminding you that foldables are still kind of experimental. And this is where Samsung Display's new creaseless Mont Flex panel comes in. This thing was shown off recently, and the idea is simple but massive. A foldable display with little to no visible crease. What's crazy is that this one piece of display tech is connected to both Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 8 and Apple's foldable iPhone. But there's a twist. Samsung is expected to use the exact Mont Flex display it showed publicly, which relies on a metal backplate. Apple, meanwhile, is said to be using its own version built around ultra-thin glass. Same goal, different philosophy. Most foldables today still rely heavily on polymer layers, which is why creases are so obvious. Both of these new approaches aim to move past that. And instead of reinventing the display from scratch, Samsung Display has apparently focused on smarter adhesives between layers. That extra flexibility reduces how sharply the screen has to bend when folded, which naturally makes the crease less noticeable. It's one of those engineering solutions that sounds boring, until you realize it might be the thing that finally makes foldables feel normal. There's still a big question mark around cost, though. New materials usually mean higher prices, and Samsung is reportedly still testing whether this tech is worth rolling out at scale. Apple, being Apple, is taking its time and keeping everything locked down. But if there's one company obsessive enough to spend years chasing an invisible crease, it's definitely them. Timing-wise, things are lining up for a pretty dramatic year. Samsung is expected to launch the Galaxy Z Fold 8 on its usual summer schedule. Apple's foldable iPhone is rumored for a September reveal alongside regular iPhones. Two giants, two foldables, two slightly different approaches to solving the same problems. So here's the real question. If foldables finally get wider, feel normal when closed, and ditch the obvious crease, is that the moment they go mainstream? Or is this just another experimental phase before everything gets redesigned again in a few years? Because we've seen wider foldables before and not all of them took off. 2026 could be the year foldables stop feeling like futuristic prototypes and start feeling like actual phones people want to use. Or it could just be another chapter in the long figuring it out phase. Either way, it's the most excited I've been about foldables in a long time. But I want to know what you think. Would a wider, almost creaseless foldable finally convince you to switch? Or are there still deal breakers holding you back? Let me know down below, and if you're into deep dives like this, you might want to stick around, because foldables are about to get very interesting.